Hello again, my name is Fred Carama, and this is Jessica Choi. She's going to help me out today. Today's topic is treating different voices. There are notions out there that sopranos have a way to be treated, tenors have a way to be treated. As far as I'm concerned, a voice is a voice, and everyone actually does the same things. So, referring to the previous videos, we've talked about tongue tension, we've talked about support, we've talked about posture, we've talked about articulation. So now I want to discuss these things as it applies to Jessica. A terrific soprano. Jessica's been with me for about a year. Here we go.
Yeah,
And we've just been working on a lot of the same things. Tongue tension seems to be a universal problem. Support is another universal problem. But we're going to go with the same notion that we're trying to stay away from the throat. All right? So, support, again, we're going to take Jessica in full length, is about dropping the chest, releasing the abdomen, dropping the tailbone. I do want to emphasize dropping the tailbone and not tucking. We don't want to actually activate the glutes, because if we activate the glutes, it's going to lock the abs. So we're trying to create our bubble by dropping the chest, dropping the abs, and we're going to have Jessica turn around, dropping the tailbone, gently floating the upper back, and then expanding her internal obliques, which is exactly, if you watch the video working with Ian, we did the same thing with Ian, and he's a baritone. It's the same thing on this side. So again, we're trying to take everything away from the throat. So the upper lip, the cheeks, the temporal muscles, the scalp muscles become the lift, the stretch, and the articulation. And on the other side, of course, support. Support, I do want to re-emphasize, is very, very hard work. You have to maintain the expansion. And I was thinking of an image. Imagine a very large beach ball that you're trying to keep submerged. All right? It's going to resist you. It's going to want to come up, but you have to keep it down. And it's the same thing with support. So connecting into the body is about dropping the body and feeling the connection into the floor. From up here, we take the skull away from the throat. So if you think of taffy, which I don't know why I'm thinking of taffy, but I love sugar, so we talk about taffy. If you take taffy and you stretched it both ways, the lower you can go, the higher you can go, the further you're going away from the throat. So what allows us to lower the larynx, which we want to lower the larynx, all right? That's not a bad thing. The lower the larynx, the richer the tone, the sound. The wider the neck, the wider the pharynx, the more lifted the skull, the more room we give for the soft palate to have a big, huge playground. But again, everything is about taking pressure away from the throat. Everything above the throat goes up, everything below the throat goes down, leaving the throat as no man's land. So, we're going to do a little bit of Marietta's Lied by Korngold, so you can hear Jessica's wonderful voice. We may stop here and there to correct a couple of things, but we'll see. All right. So, here we go. We're not going to do the whole thing, there's no time. Two measures?
Right. Liegt das mir verliebt, regt zu mir
Thank you. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. All right. I think that's our video this time. And stay attuned and we'll talk about some more of it next time. All right?